Jungkook had killed 23 people before he met her. He was a ghost amongst screams, a name whispered behind broken lips. They called him the ghost in the smoke, the man who made murder look like art, a monster no one could catch and tame. And then, outside an old music shop, he saw her. She was sitting on the steps, sunglasses on, cane beside her, humming softly to herself. A silver pendant dangled from her neck. She looked peaceful, unaware, but then she tilted her head and said, "You're bleeding." He froze. She could not see, but she knew. Why was she not afraid? Why was she smiling? He wanted her, not to murder, not to hurt, but for a reason very different. Ryan, you don't have to talk, just sit. She added, so he did. The man who skinned monsters alive sat behind a girl with a weirdly calm expression and no survival skills. For the first time in years, he didn't want to run or kill. No monstrous desire awakened inside of him as he sat there. He just wanted her to hum again. Jungkook visited her again and again until she memorized his footsteps, the way he exhaled, the heat of his hands when she traced his face, and said, "Ryan, you feel warm, not dangerous." He laughed at the irony but never corrected her. He wasn't warm. He was a devil who descended upon earth from the hell. And this woman was the first one who embraced his reality, didn't run, didn't scream, just smiled sweetly and touched him like he was the most precious thing she found. And that exact night she traced her initials into his knife handle and whispered, "Ryan, so you won't forget who you belong to." They took her when he wasn't looking. No ransom, no warning. The authorities had finally found their trap. The girl who tamed the killer. They planned to use her, not to kill, but to catch him. Rowan, let's see if the monster comes when his pet cries. The captain had said, but mine never cried. And Jungkook did not come. He erupted. He painted the city in fire. Every cop that knew her location vanished. Every station that held her scent burned. Every man who lied about touching her was torn apart before the sunrise. And still the world watched in horror as one phrase echoed across every crime scene they left behind. "You took what was mine." It had been 3 days. One was there, calm and collected, because she knew the devil she fell for, the monster she had wrapped around her fingers. He was near. She could feel it in the air, in the way the ever so confident detective would sweat before her. Rowan must have thought she was fragile, little woman who couldn't even see. But he was forgetting. She was the exact woman who controlled the beast which the whole world together could knit. Why, officer, are you sure you want to stay put here when the hell is breaking loose outside? She smiled. Rowan raised a brow. Yeah, he knew what was going outside. He groaned, running a hand through his hair. When they got a clue in Ryan and they took her in, they thought they finally got a leash around Jungkook's neck. But the people kept dying and the city continued to burn down to its ashes. Rowan was failing. Rowan, you want to focus on yourself, lady. There is no escape for you. Ryan smiled, a kind of smile which was more of a warning, and Rowan's expressions dropped. Wait, what does she mean by that? He panicked slightly, reaching up for the walkie talkie clipped to his jacket, but before he could talk, he heard a voice through it, the one which sent chills down his spine. Wherever you are, my queen, I'll come get you within 30 minutes. And the line went down. Rowan instantly pressed the button to the same channel only his men were supposed to know. Rowan, John Jungkook, how the hell you got inside? Mike, where are you? Team Alpha, Team Alpha, respond to me. No one replied. They were all gone already. He cursed and prepared to step outside, but then he halted. One look on Juan, and he sworn he saw something worse than a devil. An authority who truly had the monster held up in chains as she held the other corner of it. A sight truly horrifying for him to even stand there for another moment. Rowan rushed outside calling for backup. He locked the door. Men are just humans. They can fail. They can die. But the machine cannot, because Jungkook could not pass the security door no matter what he did. But that was the catch. He didn't need to, because Wine wasn't there for 3 days just for fun. She knew. She learned the code, and so she got out as easily. Outside, she heard the gunshots, screams, smell of blood, and something burning. She smiled. All of them was a sign of his presence. This is what followed him wherever he went blood and fire. He stuck true to his words. Within 30 minutes, he stood there on the other corner of the hallway. He was filled in blood, which did not belong to him. His chest heaved heavily, his red, mad, and angry eyes sang the melody of true hell, which he instilled upon the city. Why? It took long. Jungkook stepped towards her. 3 days. It had been the longest time he was away from her. For the past 3 days, he had not rested for a second. He had truly gone mad from all the destruction he made. JK, yeah, my bad. he said before he placed his hands beside her on the wall and kissed her. Nothing about that kiss was sane. It was sweet but rough at the same time, caring but brutal altogether. His burning hands traced the pattern of her body, checking and making sure she wasn't touched or hurt anywhere. Mine melted under his touch. This is what she longed for. This is what she never wanted to be away from. Wine, don't ever let anybody take me away from you. Take it. Nobody's putting their hands on you anymore because I will. Wine, because you'll protect me. Take it. No, because there won't be anybody left to take you anywhere. Wine believed that. Every single word. It wasn't a bluff. She cupped his cheeks, tracing her fingers softly over his features. This is what she did always, to feel him, to have a better image of him in her mind. Wyan, I love you. Jungkook groaned and kissed her again. He didn't reply because he didn't need to. He was the man who believed in actions more than words. JK, let's get you out of here. He picked her up and walked out, leaving a trail of murder and flames in his wake. He got her back home, stepping over the bodies of the exact man who traded their lives the moment they put their hands on her. Jungkook took her home. The world found out and thought things might get better now, but they didn't. The men kept dying and the city continued to burn. She wasn't safe yet, and he was not going to stop until he assured her safety. There were panic among people. Jungkook sat there on the couch in front of the TV while he had wines in his arms as he fed her grapes one by one, tracing his fingers against her bare arm. She smiled as she listened to the news. The mayor had declared a message accepting his defeat. According to the news, he was trying to negotiate, saying as long as Jungkook left everyone unharmed, one was to remain unsafe. Jungkook chuckled as he happily took the kiss Wine offered him to congratulate him for his victory. Wine shifted on his lap and snuggled in him, her fingers trailing his body, feeling every muscle, every curve, every scar. This was it. This was all he needed to do, and he would destroy the world for her. The murder stopped, but they were a fool if they thought they could negotiate with him. He could destruct whenever and whoever he wanted, because the only one who could ever control him was this lady who laid in his arms and touched him like he was the most pious thing to exist.